All right. So have you ever like been in a rush and needed to find a place to eat or maybe a good local mechanic, something like
Yeah,
that?
absolutely. Happens all the time.
Yeah. And so what's the first thing you do?
Well, I pull out my phone and search for it online, of course.
Exactly. And I bet you're probably looking for something nearby, right?
Yeah, usually. Convenience is key.
Well, get this. Apparently, like almost a third of all mobile searches are local. Crazy.
Wow, that's huge. So it really highlights just how important local search is these days.
Totally. And especially for our Aussie businesses out there. I mean, that's their bread and butter.
No doubt. And that's why we're diving deep into Google business profiles today.
Yes. We've got this awesome guide from Now Technology Systems. They're a local Aussie web solutions company, and they really seem to know their stuff.
It's a goldmine of info for sure. And I'm keen to dig in because honestly, I feel like a lot of businesses kind of underestimate the power of a Google business profile.
Totally. They think it's just like a quick directory listing or something, not a big deal.
Right. But it's so much more than that. It's really a dynamic marketing tool when you think about it.
Okay, I'm all ears. So let's break this down. Why is a Google business profile, non-negotiable? Why should every Aussie business owner be like obsessed with this?
Well, think of it this way. When someone searches online for a cafe or a plumber or whatever it is, don't you want your business to be the first one they see?
Front and center.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A well-optimized profile is like that digital storefront that gets you noticed.
Right. Because honestly, if you're not popping up in those local searches, you're basically invisible.
And invisibility is not good for business. This guide really hammers home the importance of visibility, but also, and this is crucial, trust.
Trust. How so?
Think about it. A verified profile with real photos, customer reviews, up-to-date information. It's basically a virtual handshake that instantly makes you seem more credible.
I like that. The virtual handshake. It's like that feeling you get, I don't know if you ever had this, but walking into a well-lit and inviting shop makes you feel more comfortable.
Right.
Versus one that's, I don't know, a bit dingy.
Totally. And here's where it gets really interesting because Google actually gives you free data on how customers are finding you. I mean, isn't that incredible?
Free data. All right, tell me more.
Yeah. Things like what keywords they're using, what times your business is getting the most online traffic. It's all there.
Wow, so basically free market research without having to, hire a fancy firm.
Exactly. And that data is powerful because, you can use it to make informed decisions. I mean, that's what this guide really highlights. Like you can tailor your marketing, your opening hours, your products even to better match what your customers actually want.
So it's not enough just to have the profile. It's about actively using it. I'm sold. So where do we start? How do we actually create this awesome profile?
Well, the guide has a step-by-step, but the biggest takeaway for me is to really treat it as an extension of your brand. Every detail matters.
Don't cut corners.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
using your exact business name, selecting those relevant categories. Think
Yeah.
of it like strategically placing those aisle signs in the supermarket.
Guide those customers right to you.
Exactly. Now, one more thing, and this is important. Optimizing your Google business profile isn't a set it and forget it kind of thing.
Oh. You mean we can't just, like, do it once and be done with it?
Nope, it's an ongoing process.
Okay, so it's more like, tending to a garden.
Exactly. You got to keep it fresh, keep it thriving.
Yeah.
And speaking of fresh, this Now Technology Systems guy dives into some optimization stuff, and
Yeah.
there's this whole bit about photos.
Oh, yeah. Got a good photos.
Right, but they use this great analogy to like give your shop front a G-Day makeover. I love that.
So Aussie. But what makes a good photo, though, for, your Google business profile?
That's the thing, right? It doesn't have to be anything too fancy. Of course, professional photos are great.
Sure, yeah.
But honestly, even good quality smartphone pics can do the trick. Yeah. Yeah. The important thing is to capture what makes your business, unique. Think about the vibe, the products, happy customers, that kind of thing.
Show off your personality.
Exactly. And don't forget about attributes. I mean, those little details can really make a difference.
Oh, you mean like if a place is dog-friendly or has outdoor seating?
Exactly. If someone's searching for something specific, like dog-friendly cafe near me, and you've got that attribute checked off on your profile, boom, you're way more likely to pop up.
It's like those filters everyone uses online these days.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got photos, we've got attributes. What about reviews?
Reviews. Yes. They can be tricky.
Because, not all reviews are going to be positive.
Exactly. This guide even talks about like how people are hardwired to look for social proof. We want to know that other people have had good experiences before we try something new, right?
Yeah, makes total sense. So how do you, like, encourage those good reviews without seeming, I don't know, desperate or something?
Yeah, yeah. It's more about creating that culture of positive engagement, you know? Make sure your customers know you appreciate their feedback, good or bad,
Even the bad.
especially the bad, because how you respond to a negative review, well, that says a lot about your business.
So what, just, like, own up to it if you messed up?
Exactly. Address the concern, offer a solution, show that you genuinely care.
Damage control.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got photos, attributes, reviews, anything else we can do to keep our profile looking good.
Oh, yeah, there's one more thing. Google posts. They're like your mini marketing blasts right there on your profile.
Oh, right, right. I've seen those, like little updates that pop up.
Exactly. You can share news, announce specials, even give people a little behind the scenes look at your business.
Keep things interesting.
Exactly. It's all about staying top of mind and showing Google that you're active and engaged. And now technology systems, they're really big on consistency. They compare it to like tending to a garden.
So we've got to keep things fresh, consistently update. I got it.
Yeah.
But, with all this talk about optimization and engagement and stuff, it's easy to get kind of lost in the weeds.
Oh, totally.
So how do we use this Google business profile to, like, think bigger picture about our overall business goals?
That's a great question. And honestly, I think a lot of people miss this. This particular guide focuses on those foundational elements, right? But it does hint at something really important, which is that your Google business profile, it's not an island.
Okay. It's not just like a standalone thing.
Exactly. It's more like the central hub,
Yeah.
that connects to everything else you've got going on online.
So it should work, like, in tandem with your website, social media, all that?
Precisely. Now, technology systems even mentions things like website design and e-commerce in this guide, and it's not by accident.
So if someone finds you on Google Maps, they click through to your profile, and then what? What's the ideal scenario?
Ideally, they're so impressed with what they see that they want to find out more. Maybe they click through to your website, browse your products, book an appointment.
So it's about creating that seamless journey for the customer, and their Google business profile is like the front door.
Exactly. And here's another thing. Remember all that data we were talking about?
Yeah, the free market research stuff.
Exactly. That can actually inform your entire online strategy.
So it's not just for, like, tweaking your Google business profile.
Nope. Let's say you notice that a lot of people are finding you by searching like vegan cafe near me or something. Well, you can use that information to, I don't know, refine your website content, target your social media posts, everything.
Right, so it all ties together.
It does. And actually, speaking of tying things together, I got to share this one last thing because it blew my mind when I first found out about it. Did you know you can actually let customers book appointments straight through your Google business profile?
Wait, really? No way.
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
That is so convenient. I mean,
Yeah.
for businesses like salons or restaurants even.
Totally. It just streamlines everything for the customer, No more back and forth with phone calls or emails.
Amazing. Okay, so we've covered a ton of ground today, from the why to the how-to of creating a killer Google business profile. This deep dive has been amazing.
My pleasure.
But I think the biggest takeaway, at least for me, is that a Google business profile, it's not just a listing, right? It's a chance to tell a story, to really connect with your customers in a genuine way.
Absolutely.
So what will your story be? That's something for everyone listening to think about.